Good morning. This is Pastor Jason from Kona Faith Center with a word for today. And the word for today is warning. Know that He has warned us. This means that we need to take the time to stand our watch to see what He will say to us. This means we need to develop discernment. The word discernment means to judge well or to know something supernaturally. The first part of God's warning to us is to take the time, make the effort to develop discernment, the ability to know something, to judge something supernaturally or from our spirit, and take the time to listen, to know that He has warned us or that He is warning us. Know that He tells us about things that are happening. Know that He tells us about the things that are to come. Stand your watch. Exercise your spiritual muscles. Practice spiritual discipline so that by reason of use, you have developed discernment. Let His warning not be in vain. The second part of a warning is to judge the warning properly. A better way of saying that might be understand the response that God's looking for. The Word says that we need to be a people who study the Word, rightly dividing the word of truth, having a proper discernment as to the response that God is looking for. Once we know what the warning is, once we have discerned what response to the warning God is looking for, the third part of a warning is to respond in the appropriate manner. Now, repentance is the frequent command that comes with a warning from God. The word translated repentance means to change our thinking, which will lead to a change in our behavior. Obviously, or maybe not so obviously, that change in thinking needs to be a change to God's way of thinking, which will lead to the actions that reflect Jesus. Now, classically, repentance has had three parts. First part has been the acknowledgement that God is right and I am wrong. Second part is allowing godly sorrow to arise to the point of hatred for that sin, because a personal hatred for that sin, the third part, becomes the motivation necessary to turn away from that sin. Repentance. So the fourth part of a warning is that when we have the warning, we then have the responsibility to tell others whether they will receive it or not. We just read a couple of chapters ago in Ezekiel that if we give a warning, then we've saved our soul. If we don't give the warning, then whoever's blood is on our hands. Whoa. We have a responsibility to give the warnings that God is giving to those around us, whether they will receive it or not. And in the time that we live, it is vital that we hear God's warnings, because you can't trust anything else. Know that He is warning us. Judge properly the warning that He gives us. Respond to the warning in a manner that pleases God. Tell others, warn others. The word for today is warning. God bless. Take the time to hear the warning today. Check in tomorrow.